Chakraqueenspirits. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card on general energy update and just some channeled messages from the angelic realm. I'll also be using my pendulum to answer a yes or no question that you guys might have. So you can think of that before you pick your pile. The timestamps are going to be in the description box as always. So I'm going to cut to a clip of each of the three groups. You can pick your group and then fast forward to whichever pile you chose. Okay, take a moment to connect with the energies of each pile, each crystal. Take a deep breath and please choose with your intuition. You can pause the video if you need to. This is going to be pile 1 with the quartz, pile 2 with the citrine, and pile 3 with the ruby. Okay, if you chose the quartz crystal, this is going to be your reading for pile 1. General messages and an update on what's going on energetically. Okay, let's start with the top card. So, we have only time will tell. I'm a little bit far away from the camera, so I'm probably not going to be able to reach far enough for you guys to really get a good look at these cards. If you need to, you can always contact me. The second card, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. Okay. Next we have Ace of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, choose freedom. Sometimes you feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities that you might act upon. This is a new deck that I just got. I really love it. I think that I'm going to start to put the decks I use in my description box, just in case you guys ever want to use the ones that I'm using, if you connected them. Last, from the Moonology deck, we have It's Time to Release Negativity, Full Moon in Scorpio. Okay, just give me a second to tune in. Oh, that's burning a lot. Whew. I always like to burn frankincense. Sometimes I put in myrrh too. It's really good to clear energy. Kind of like how sage is. I do like sage, but frankincense just kind of clears the aura and cleanses much better, in my opinion, than sage. But it's really a matter of preference. So let me tune in and see what's going on here for you guys in group 1. I'm almost feeling a lot of energy of you guys feeling stuck. Like there's been just like a crossroads recently of trying to make a decision, you know, feeling restricted and feeling like you're not really sure which way to go because whatever's going on in the current situation, it feels like your freedom is being compromised. So it could be feeling trapped, things like that. Just like the people around you are feeling a little bit suffocating. There's a big message though to tune into your inner self. So it's a big message to not to worry so much about what everyone around you is thinking. I'm getting basically like frazzled in how I'm trying to word this because it's almost feeling like the people in your life right now are just like gabbing away. Like they're just coming at you from all these different angles, you know, inserting their 2 cents, and it's really not helping you right now. It's kind of making things worse. So try to lovingly tell people that you respect their opinion and their support, but you just have to figure this out on your own because you know exactly what you need to do. That's what I'm being told. You have the answers. You just have to tune into that. So there also is a warning from the universe, angels, whatever. I'm using the angelic realm today, which I always do, but I call them in specifically. So that's why I might be saying angels instead of spirit or universe, but generally it's all the same. So in terms of messages, it's all the same. I'm getting off topic now. I'm gabbing away. Now I'm gabbing, just like the people in your life. Okay, so are being called to release negative thinking, release heavy thinking. It's just creating blocks. It's creating bad moods. I'm seeing you guys on most days feeling like just heavy energy, bad moods. And you don't need to be feeling that way. There's a lot of new beginnings coming. I'm kind of feeling like you guys don't think that there is a plausible outcome for you, that you don't feel that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and there totally is. In whatever situation that you're thinking about right now, there is. But the problem is you're wanting these answers right now, and they're just not available to you. The universe is purposely not showing you this right now. They're purposely not showing you the outcome or which way to go. I know you want it all figured out right now, but the reality is that's just not going to happen, because there's bigger things at play, and there's lessons that need to be learned here that basically it's not going to be shown to you until you can come to those conclusions and come to those lessons. And I know that can be frustrating. I find myself in that situation a lot, and you just, you struggle for answers and you just want to know. But it's really important right now to tune out other people and to figure out what's going on with you, what's happening inside, and what am I feeling. I'm also sensing some anger, just getting somebody's boiling your blood. There's this person in your life that's just pushing your buttons. And I almost feel like they might even be doing that purposely. Big message to take a deep breath, walk away. Don't let this person get under your skin. It's totally not worth it. I'm sensing it's male energy for some male figure in your life, whether it be, it could be a friend, it could be, I'm not going to get specific since this is a general reading, but there's something going on with that. Almost feeling like some of you guys have been feeling sick lately, physically, just so drained, and you're being asked to, I'm getting a message about your diet. I'm getting a message to try and be more health conscious, I can't speak. Try and be more conscientious of what you put in your body. More vegetables, more foods that are just going to make you feel good, because I'm sensing that you guys just aren't really feeling all that great, and you really need that energy from something. If you're not getting it from your mood, if you're not getting it from the people around you, if you're feeling bad, you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, that you're getting sleep, that you're drinking water, and that you're eating good. Those are 3 things that you definitely can control. I know you can't control other people, I know you can't control circumstances, but you can definitely control that. So try and incorporate that into your routine. I'm also getting a message about getting active, moving your body, traditional exercise, dance, anything. Just try and get the blood pumping. That's really going to help lift your mood. I'm sensing for some that there's a decision to be made about moving. This might not resonate with everybody. That's okay if it doesn't resonate with you. It could just be touching on a few people or even one person watching. There's something about moving across to the Midwest, or just towards the West in general of the US. Or there's something to do with somewhere over there I'm picking up. Either you're going on a trip there, there's somebody there, you're thinking about moving. There's something in regards to that I feel like is stressing you out. There's also something about incoming letters, like somebody writing letters or you writing letters. It's almost feeling like there's some sort of long distance thing going on. Very specific, but it could be that some of you guys are thinking about moving out of state and worried about how your relationship is going to withstand that, or being, maybe leaving family or friends, just starting over. And I think that kind of ties back in with what I was saying earlier about not letting other people around you influence your decisions right now. You really need to tune into what you're feeling. What do you want to do? I am feeling that for all of you, not just specifically those who that resonated with, but everybody everyone could benefit from a change of scenery, and that doesn't necessarily mean to move, but just going new places or switching things up. There's just a sense of like a routine where it's just like constant, like the same things over and over again, and it feels just so heavy. You know, trying to do new things and something that makes you feel good, you know. There is a big message too to understand that this new beginning, this fresh start, whether it be internally or externally, you guys have been waiting for a really long time, because I do feel that it's coming. And I know that's like honestly gonna be really emotional for some of you guys. Like, you've just been waiting. I feel this energy of just like, I've been waiting so long for this and I just want this. And you have to really, your angels and the universe want you to know that this is coming for you. It really is. Like, this is like the last step. Like, they're just basically saying like, please hang on. Please stop like thinking so negatively and feeling so hopeless. Like, you're almost there and we're supporting you. So there's a big message for that. And basically trusting that whatever decisions you make, the universe is going to have your back. You know, what's meant for you is always going to be for you. So it's like, release that anxiety and that worry that it's not going to work out, or you're not going to keep your friends, or whatever you're worried about. Release that, because you can't miss what's for you. You have, like, that, it is what it is. I know that's like very an oversimplification of it, but, and that's not to minimize what you guys are going through, but you're not going to miss what's for you. It's always going to be for you, and the universe is going to find a way to put it there. So just remember that. I'm going to move on to the pendulum. For those of you who don't know what a pendulum is, it's just like a weighted, see how I have an amethyst crystal on here? It's something weighted at the bottom of like a chain. You can make it out of almost anything. And it's used to pick up energy and tune into your intuition to answer yes or no questions. You can use it to clear chakras, to clear different things. It's just kind of like a good reference point to tune into your own energy and the guidance of your higher self. So what I do is I go ahead and I ask it, please show me yes. Each pendulum has a different way of swinging to show, so that's why it's important to ask. So this is going to be our yes point. Keep in mind, I'm not swinging this with my fingers or my hand. If you watch my arm, I'm keeping it as still as possible. Please show me no. As you can see, and I want you guys to think of your question. Everybody who picked group 1, please show me the answer to their question. Everybody who picked group 1. Okay. The answer to whatever question you guys are asking is a definite no. I hope that is a good no, because it's a strong energy. It's like, no, definitely no. Wow. So, I hope that was helpful. I hope that resonated. I hope you guys have a great week. My goodness. And I'll see you next time. Hey, for those of you who chose group 2 or the citrine crystal, this is going to be your reading on messages from the angelic realm, general energy update, just kind of figuring out what's going on right now for you guys and what I can tell you. Starting with the first card, we have, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Wow, that's beautiful. Somebody's obviously thinking very highly of you guys in group 2. You might not be able to see because I'm a little bit farther away from the camera, but I'm still going to show the cards. If you are really interested in the cards that you got, you can always contact me. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Okay. We actually got 3 of these for you guys. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. I don't know what the heck I was saying there. We have Queen of Cups, 8 of Swords, bring bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Not to be confused with Libra season, because that is what we're currently in right now. But full moon in Libra. Last, we got 3 of emotion. Wonderful news is on its way. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, or graduations will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are just around the corner. Lovely. It's a new deck that I'm using for the first time in a reading. I just got it the other day. Really like it. Alright. Those of you who picked group 2, the citrine crystal, let me tune in to what is happening, what's going on for you guys right now. I'm feeling that you guys have a deep, there's like this powerlessness feeling that's been going on. But the universe wants you to know that that's an illusion. You not having power is a total illusion. The only power that we don't have is the power that we give away. And that's something that we're doing, whether we realize it or not. So there's a big invitation to bring back that power and to understand that other people can't make you feel anything, you know. They can trigger emotions and healing and lessons and all that, but it really always comes back to you. You know, you can control how you react to situations. I'm feeling like there was somebody in your life recently or situation that there was just someone who didn't treat you fairly. Like, it's almost like you were just blinded to the situation and you found some things out that really weren't favorable, that haven't left you feeling good. And this doesn't have to be relationship, can be friendship, can be work, can be family, however it resonates. It's like there's been this relationship that's just been screwed up, for lack of a better term. There's just been a lot of junk going on. There's some personal relationship in group 2. But the good news is that it's on the way to mending itself. This relationship is repairing itself. You have to figure out for you which relationship this is resonating with, because this is a general reading. But, you know, as I'm talking, try and think about who this might resonate with. So, it's almost like you feel like this person, you thought you knew them, and they just showed you the side that you've never seen before. And it was just like, I'm sensing that you did feel like a lot of love for this person, but you had thought that they would treat you better, and they didn't, and that was really upsetting. But there is a message to bring forgiveness, and I don't necessarily mean with the other person, but forgiveness within yourself, like forgiving yourself for mistakes and for messing up. It's like, I'm feeling like this group is like the type of people who you mess up and you're like, I shouldn't have done that. I was so stupid, this, that, like, you know, really down talking yourself and really, you know, just being mean to yourself when you don't need to. You know, every obstacle and setback and all that in our life, it's just a learning experience, and it was presented to us to learn. You know, we have to fail, we have to screw up in order to gain experience and to really move forward. So there's a big message from your angels to stop looking at everything like it's a competition, you know, like, oh shoot, I didn't make it here, oh I messed up here, oh I should have done better. You know, it's a message to look back and reflect and be like, what have I learned from this situation? You know, yeah, I screwed up, but how did it help me? You know, what can I gain from this? So there's actually a lot of positive energy coming in for you guys. I'm feeling like this 3 of emotion card, talking about, you know, good news coming, I'm feeling in the next 3 weeks, so actually really soon. And I don't usually do time-related things, but I am feeling weeks. I know 3 of emotion, but it's just like there's some sort of celebration coming in for you guys, you know, good times rolling in. And it's almost like, I don't feel like the relationship that is severed right now is going to fix itself in the next few weeks. I do feel like this is going to be an ongoing thing that, you know, that really you have to do the work within. It's not even about the other person. It's kind of just about what you have to do to fix how you're feeling. You know, because there's a lot of positive situations coming up in the next few months, in the next few weeks. And you're not going to be able to see that if all you can focus on is this situation, you know, this upset that you're having within. So it's a real call to take some time right now to tune into yourself, figure out what's going on, because you want to be able to enjoy all the beautiful things that are coming, you know? Yeah, there's just a big sense of just like feeling like, how could you do that? And I'm sorry that you guys are going through this, because it does feel super like shitty. Yeah, there is just this big sense though of it shifting. Like there is big shifting energy coming in. It's almost like the universe is about to bless you for all the hard stuff that you've been going through. It's almost like I see you guys like trucking through the mud, and like you're finally getting out onto like the dry lands. Like you're just, you know, you're getting there. And that's kind of similar message to group 1. Like cycles are just changing right now for a lot of people. I don't know, it's almost like in a lot of situations right now, you're feeling like you could have reacted a certain way. Like you could have reacted with anger, and you could have reacted and flipped out or whatever, but you chose to be the bigger person, and I always feel like that's bothering you. So whatever situation this resonates in, where it's just like, it's really bothered you that you had to be the bigger person, because you're like, I'm just so upset, and I just feel like the old me would have handled it this way, and whatever, and I just feel like I gave my power away, and they did this to me anyway. It's just like kind of that energy, like, are you kidding me? Like, so, but there's a big message here that you reacted that way because you're not the same person. You learn from past mistakes, and you don't want to be that person. I feel like you know deep down that reacting the way the old you would have reacted, what would that really have done? Maybe it would have made you feel good in the moment, but like long term, it wasn't going to do that, because it's just bringing out old stuff that doesn't need to be there anymore. You know, you have to remember that sometimes when we act in a way that's what's best for us, it's not going to feel good right in the moment, because it's long term. It's not instant gratification. Like you're putting in the work for a reason. So the universe just wants you to know that they're seeing all that you're doing, and you shouldn't be sitting there with your hands up like, I should have done that, I should have acted petty, I should have done this. No, you shouldn't have, because you acted exactly the way you should be acting. You know, you've grown, and you're not that person, and you need to be grateful for that, and you need to understand that that's okay, you know. I'm also just feeling like, whatever situation this is, that the person, they didn't mean to do this to you. That's what I'm getting. Like I don't know, they may not be showing you exactly how they're feeling, and they may not be explaining it good, but you know what, that doesn't even really matter, because this reading's about you. So I'm trying to bring the focus back. As much as I'm getting messages about that, I really want to bring the focus to you guys. I do feel though that, you know, I don't feel like this is the end of whatever situation. Like if it's a relationship, like, and I say relationship lightly, like it could be, you know, a friendship, whatever, just a relationship in itself. I don't feel like this is relationship's ending. I feel like it's actually on the way to getting better, and conflict resolution's actually coming in. But if it's like a situation even with work, or like, you know, not a physical person, I still see it getting better. I still see the resolution happening. Maybe not in the way that you thought though. That's kind of key. Yeah, I'm just feeling a big message to value yourself more. You know, stop being so hard on yourself, and be grateful for like all you've learned. It's almost like you need to be more deserving and treat yourself better. That's really a big message. Like, you have to treat yourself better right now. You're being too hard on yourself. Way, way, way too hard on yourself. And also, when people are demanding things from you, or you're feeling like just overwhelmed, like the card said, like, take your power back. Like, say no. You know, you don't have to explain yourself or anything. You are in control of your life. Nobody else. You. So, if there's one thing I can leave you with, is to really do what's best for you. And if you have to say no, if you have to aggravate people, oh well. Because are you making yourself happy? I mean, that's the price we pay. In the long run, it only hurts you to people please. Trust me, I know. I'm a queen of people pleasing. Alright, moving on to the pendulum. So you can make your own pendulum, you can buy them. It's just basically like mine's an amethyst crystal. And it's just like a chain or some sort of, you can use a necklace, whatever. And it's a weighted thing at the bottom. That way it picks up on your higher self and tunes the energy. You can ask questions, yes or no questions. So with pendulums, you always want to ask, because every pendulum has a different motion. Show me yes. Okay, so notice how my arm is not moving, but the pendulum is starting to swing. That's going to be our yes motion. Thank you. Please show me no. Okay, as you can see, that's going to be our no motion, going back and forth. Okay. I want you guys to think your question. I'm sure you already had it in mind. And I'm going to ask, please give people in group 2 their answer, yes or no, to their question. Is the answer to their question yes or no? Okay, I'm getting a yes for you guys in group 2. So whatever you asked, the answer is yes. Cool. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that was helpful. I hope it resonated. I hope you have a really good week, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Alright, for those of you who chose group 3, or the ruby crystal, this little guy, this is going to be your reading on messages from the angelic realm and a general energy update on what's going on. So, first we have forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events. Your life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. I'm far away from the camera, so I know you guys aren't going to see the cards that well. If you are interested in looking at them, just let me know. I can always show them to you. Next we have, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and it gives. Four of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries, which is really cool because we have a full moon coming up this month in October, which is in Aries. So, wow, that's really cool. I would assume, I don't want to speak too soon. Yeah, that definitely has to do with the upcoming full moon, so pay attention. I'm trying to remember when that was. I think it's next week. So look that up. Full moon in Aries in October. I want to say the 13th. I was just looking at it last night. But that could be really important to this reading. So remember that for you guys in group 3. Last card we have 9 of Thought. Stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts toward the positive. There's no need to worry. Anticipating the worst isn't helpful. Know that the universe will provide a solution. And if you're experiencing sleepless nights or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to your angels. Love it. I only did that because this is the new deck I got and I really like it. Alright, let me tune in, see what's going on for you guys in group 3. There's a lot of jealousy and like possession energy going on in control, and I'm not sure if I'm picking up on you guys or somebody in your life, but there's just like that energy I'm feeling of like all right, I gotta hold on to these things, I need to have this, like everything needs to be a certain way. And I don't know if that's just maybe you guys have been feeling super anxious lately, so it's kind of like you just want things to be in order, which is totally understandable. Maybe also feeling like you're trying to save money right now. There's something you're working towards, some sort of like dream, some sort of something you're putting a lot of energy and a lot of thought into right now, and you're trying to figure out, how can I get this thing that I'm wanting? And I feel like that's where like saving money comes in, or just kind of like grabbing at things, like, you know. But I do feel like there's this desperation energy. I'm not saying you guys are desperate, but like this feeling of like, I don't know if I'm gonna get it, so I need to like really do all these certain things, like, you know what I mean? I'm feeling very like all over the place, like I just really need this right now, or I have to do it this way, that type of energy. But that's what I'm feeling. But what your angels are trying to tell you, what the universe is telling, is that energy is not helpful to be in. That's not where you guys want to be right now. Whatever goal that you have right now, whatever you're trying to manifest, being in that energy is not helping. It's only going to make you feel worse, as the cards, already touched upon a little bit. There's like this invitation to just let go. Let the universe flow. Like, it's almost like you have built up a dam that's stopping the water from flowing into your life because you're just so worried. And that's natural, it's normal, we've all been there. But the universe just wants you to know right now that they're taking care of this. They have it going on up there. They know what's going on. They're helping you, but it's almost like you're stepping in your own way, by having this energy. I'm also feeling like it would be helpful for you guys to spend some alone time, that you might have been around people too much lately. There's a big invitation to spend some solitude, spend some time alone and away from people. It's just, maybe you've just had a lot of stuff going on recently, but it's almost like you need a breather. That's also going to help this energy. Feeling very scattered with this reading, I'm sorry. You must be picking up on the energy a little bit. Which I totally know, because that happens to me when I'm anxious about something. I like get to this point where I can't even think straight, and I'm just trying to do all these different things at once, and it just backfires. It always backfires. And I think that's what the universe is trying to let you guys know now, is before you reach that point of like burnout, take a step back, take a deep breath, I also feel like you guys have been in the past a lot lately, just going over and over and over all these events and things, and it's just like, it's made you so tired, like drained, not even physically, but emotionally, mentally, and it's making it hard to see clearly right now. Whatever you're trying to manifest right now, you have to stop thinking about the past. You have to. There is some sort of like climax coming, like full moon in Aries, so that would be this month, the next week or two. There's like a climax coming where I think things are going to start to be seen a lot more clearly for you. You're not going to be questioning as much, and you're going to gain more answers that you've been waiting for. I think that's important. But yeah, as hard as it is, there's a huge message to just surrender. Surrender to the universe, surrender to your life. I said this in group 1, but it's like, it's relevant here too. What's meant for you will never miss you. You can't, that's just the way it goes. The universe is always going to, use divine intervention or whatever to get you back on track. So it's almost like the only reason that you've fallen off track right now, if that's how you're feeling, is because of the energy that you're bringing. It's just creating this block, that's all. And it's a very simple fix, and it's nothing to get worked up over. I do feel like you guys have been really hard on yourself and just like beating yourself up about things when it's just not necessary. And that has been a theme for all of the readings today. this just sense of like dread and like, why did I do this, or I should have done that. That's for the birds, okay? Because all we have is right now. You can't dwell, you know, everything's a lesson. You messed up, okay, what did you learn from it? You know, the point is, that is how life functions. We mess up, we figure out what we can do better, and all we have, all we have is now. We don't have the past, and we don't have the future. So it's like, what can I do now to be better, or to feel better, you know? I do feel like whatever you guys are wishing for is happening, is going to happen. Because, this for me feels like a wish card. Like, you're just sitting there like, I really want this to happen. And, and you're also, your angels want you to know that you may be overthinking right now, but also like all these new ideas about how you want to get to where you're going. It's great that all these new ideas that come in, you just need to find a way to organize better, to write them down, to strategize. It's just almost like you have great thoughts, but you need to get them in order. And you need to be thinking, basically, what they're trying to tell me is that you're coming from a place of fear, and you're coming from a place of worry and anxiety. And those aren't the kind of thoughts that you want to run with. You want to run with intuition. You want to run with those thoughts when you're in a good mood and you're quiet and you don't have all this stuff going on. So that's where spending some time alone is really important for you guys right now, because you're able to kind of sort out your thoughts. Things that are going to be good for you and decisions aren't going to make you feel like, what do I do? Like, it's just going to be like, you're going to feel good about the choices you make, but you have to take that time to tune in. Like I said, for everybody, I think, tuning into yourself is so important. I mean, as much as we try to search for answers in readings, in people, in whatever, like, your higher self has all the answers already. And it's just a matter of, like, listening and confiding in yourself. And I know that's, like, it just sounds like, okay, like, I get it. Because I'm obviously not there in all situations either. But we're all learning together. That's the point. I mean, I'm no better than you guys, so I think I can take a lot of the messages that I give in these readings too. You're your own best advice giver. I'm also feeling like this group is having too much caffeine. Yeah, too much caffeine. If you can, try and cut down on the caffeine. Also, drinking more water. So it's definitely like a dehydration, stress, caffeine. It's almost just like you guys are so busy that you're like, need caffeine, need to do this. Like, there's just no stopping point. You gotta try and find that time. Even if it's for 10 minutes, like, you just gotta find that time in your day to just like chill. Your body is really asking for that. Your angels are really saying like, you gotta find that time. So that's really important. If I can leave you with that, it's to just find that time to yourself. It's really gonna help with all this. So, let's move on to the pendulum. You can make your own pendulum, you can buy them, but basically it's just like a chain or a string or whatever, and a weighted thing at the bottom. I have an amethyst crystal on mine. And it tunes into the energy of your higher self, which is kind of what we just talked about. And you program it, so each one functions differently. And if you watch, I'll show you. So I'm going to say, please show me yes. Notice how I'm not moving my hand or my arm, and the pendulum just starts swinging. So that's going to be our yes motion. Thank you. Please show me no. Okay, and that's going to be our no motion. So, I mean, I find pendulums to be fun. I don't take it as like the end all be all. It's different for me than the cards. It's kind of just like a fun add-on. And it does help clear chakras and crystals and other things too, especially if it has a crystal on it. So beware of that, but they're fun, So anyways, let's use it to answer your question. So please think of your yes or no question, and I'm going to ask. All right, so those of us who picked group 3, or those of you who picked group 3, for them, let's just try that again. Alright, so for everybody who picked group 3, Angels, please give us the answer to this question. Everybody who picked group 3, is it a yes or is it a no? Okay, got a yes for you guys. Definite yes to your question. I think group 2 was a no. Actually, no, group 2 was a yes and group 1 was a no. So, interesting. I hope that was helpful. I hope it resonated. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon.